Right then, let's get this plan underway. Eyes way! Come on!
Yeah. This is exactly what I had in mind with noise.
Show yourself! Wow, that's some crazy echo.
The fact that they're doing this with straight faces is the funny part.
Kind of nice getting to let loose. Long as I'm yelling anyway. Louise! You think you're so bloody untouchable, you bastard?
Hey! Big ugly sandwormy human thing! Even Hulkenberg wouldn't eat you!
Burn, I think? I don't know if that's necessarily a burn, Gallica.
Gasp! Rejected by Hulkenberg! The ravenous, all-devouring she-beast of the Knight's Order!
Is this what we've come to? Saying whatever's on our minds? Well, so be it.
And apparently being the world's worst band.
Kalika, the sound of your wings keeps me up at night. Stroll, you think you're so smart.
I could probably shout something too. Which one do I think would be the funniest? I don't know. I'm just choosing a random one.
Hulkenberg, you're... I am absolutely not old-fashioned or stubborn.
This is great, by the way.
He didn't even finish.
Ah! Enough! Stop this infernal din!
Oh, my ears. They're saved. Hey, bro. How's it
What
going?
do you think would happen if that monster showed up without my ears working? You'd all be dead. Is this blasted bounty that important to you?
Here's our guest of honor at last. It was never about the money. Children are missing. We can't just ignore a kidnapper.
Kidnapper? I see now. As you were saying before, they've named me a kidnapper. A monster preying on children.
If the charges are false, I would hear it. In truth, even I've come to doubt the allegations.
And why is that, Lady Knight?
You've lost a child yourself. I cannot imagine a parent who has endured such pain would kidnap children, much less sell them off.
Hold on. I can't trust a man who does nothing but flee. The people responsible for my home burning. Zorba, who forced the dead to fight on his behalf. Anyone who can't face reality themselves is capable of any low.
True enough. If we lived in a world where words alone proved us just, I'd not be living in this infernal cave. I'm sorry, but I won't go to the gallows before I've even honored my son's death. If you'll not leave me be, then we decide this another way.
So you're finally ready to fight us properly.
Draw steel.
Alright, we're doing this.
If I'm to take your life, I'll not do it from the shadows. But if you refuse to retreat, then ready your blades.
We have our reasons.
We have our reasons for not backing down. Hope you don't think hiding's enough to make us give up and leave.
Here I come.
That was such a funny sequence.
Captain's hurt bad!
Ow.
He's not getting away
Yeah, I'm on it.
I call upon royal power within.
Correct.
So, you saw through my illusion. Even so,
Captain's on his last legs! Someone, get him healed up!
It's me and you, buddy.
To invite us power.
And I should give myself a medicine because I'm not going to be able to do anything anyway. Damage-wise.
Oh, power of heroes! Free!
Yeah, freeze him.
how about
Not Sandro.
Stroll, your speed!
Hey, give me more opportunities to hit you.
After me! Not that I call upon royal power within.
to sleep.
Better hit!
Doubt this will, like, actually put you to sleep, though. I want to pass with you and do jump thrust to lower your defense.
And thus I end it.
A blunder.
Really makes me think of Odin every single time.
'Tis best used.
Oh, the clone arts, they're back.
All these copies. I wonder if there's some way to tell them apart.
Yeah, we already got it, Gallica.
Hulkenberg's
Be
moving
neither
slower.
timid nor arrogant.
We're looking
Oh,
good.
I have to use it from you? Yeah, Hammer of
You can do
Justice.
this. As the point of a sword.
A blunder.
Ploy exposed
Now it's weak to Pierce,
Is that all?
which will help Stroll.
I have my message.
audacity.
Let's just hope he doesn't miss.
Stroll,
Are you prepared?
Poison? Not like it really matters.
weak point.
A
Keep it up,
blunder.
Stroll.
Punch him.
Nice hit.
Oh, and I got a crit. It doesn't get any better than this.
Prevail. Oh, shards of ice.
Then my fight ends here. What are those strange powers you possess?
Part of the bargain of being a JRPG protagonist.
That'll do.
Hey, level 20. Rank 6 on Brawler, not bad. Getting close to 20 on Hulkenberg.
I feel stronger.
Definitely want to give you some physical since we're running Brawler right
I
now.
continue to grow.
Oh, you found new powers.
Yo, Skullcracker?
How'd you cast spells without igniters? What was that?
We'll have our answers first. Did you really kidnap all those people from the castle town?
Look around you, lad. Where would I keep the victims? Besides, I'm but one man. Kidnapping on the scale you suggest would be damn near impossible.
You're saying you were framed? This case even reached the capital, you know. Why would anyone pin such horrors on an innocent man?
Innocent is more generous than most of the world sees me. A Ujif drifter, a disgraced knight condemned by the Sanctists. What couldn't they pin on me? They cast me out, stripped my titles, and put a price on my head. They would even refuse me the right to mourn my child.
And thus, you held back against us, didn't you? You never intended to take our lives. Or perhaps you could not bring yourself to kill a young man.
Just didn't want to make a mess I'd have to clean up.
What do you think? Is Heismay really our kidnapper?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
In truth, every word further suggests to me he is innocent. That being said, it is also hard to imagine the town maintaining a groundless bounty so faithfully. It was the Holy Lady who named the price, and the guard captain who thereby took it to the capital. To end this as a case of mistaken identity would disgrace their word.
You think they must have had a reason to suspect him then? So, what's really going on here?
Sounds to me like between the Guard Corps and Heismay, one of them could be lying. Remember when we first arrived? We almost got killed by a beast they told us would be asleep.
You cannot be suggesting the Guard Corps set us up. Absurd. No, it defies all reason. They went to such lengths to place the request.
So you think I'm the one lying, do you?
Like I said, we don't make assumptions. If there's anything else you know, we're listening.
You're a strange lot. Fine. Investigate this as you see fit. And if you think I'm guilty by the end of it, put me in chains. What's the matter? Never tied up a captive before?
Give it a rest, old man. You'll make a better guide than a captive. Otherwise, the human makes a meal of us, and nobody wins.
A strange lot indeed. And... oh, my god, a foul-smelling one to boot.
Ugh, don't remind me. Sorry, but you'll have to bear with us.
Don't mind me.
If the charges prove false, you should be cleared. Still, we'll have to find a new head to be judged for the competition.
Then we'll just find whoever's actually behind it and have their head instead. Let's contact Barden tomorrow, but we'll keep quiet about Heismay. Can't tell if we can trust the guardsman yet.
What are we going to do with Heismay tonight? We can't exactly set him up at the inn.
Steady on. You're not leaving me to watch our bounty alone.
Fine. Then Nurus and I can both watch him tonight. Better us than risking our candidate, I suppose.
Never would have guessed that the bounty hunting was part of this plan to take the throne. And further, you've a lady of the knighthood with you. Not to mention command of a gauntlet runner. I sense there's more to this story, hmm?
Isn't there always? Can't make me talk? Yeah, it's a long story.
It's a long story.
It is even stranger that the youngest of you is the actual candidate. Still, I suppose I can see why they'd put their trust in you. But now the throne's in anyone's reach, eh? Suppose the king's magic wasn't just a myth. Well, hardly matters to an old codger like me. No telling if I'll even live to see the next king crowned.
This is all jolly cheerful. And I'm to be stuck between these two old goats the whole night.
Don't blame me, lad. You volunteered.
Those are some sharp ears. We should probably watch our words in here.
So I can totally see the garment that Heismay wears
Hey!
being very SMT4. I could see it. I hope Nurus and the others are okay. All we can do now is get some rest so that we'll be ready for tomorrow.
Alright then.
Alright, no rank ups. Since we got our imagination to 2, we can take that request now. What did you want? Why do you have a music note?
Young man.
Then...
Oh, play some music. This doesn't take time. I feel like we should do
Pleased
it.
to hear that.
I have but one question across the whole of our travels, which will cause Edge to start. Oh, this just plays music of each area.
Let me perform.
Oh, it's like a... Okay, it's like an acoustic version of it. That's really cool. It's neat. So as you get more... Alright, they're not gonna let me do anything. Noted. As you get more town themes, you can just play acoustic versions of them, which is pretty neat.
Evidently.
So it begins with rumors of safety during a sand flash, and thus the trap is already set. Whatever the case, Heismay is safely in our custody. The others will stand vigil over him, so let's rest while we can. Stroll at. Stroll here. Can I talk to Stroll? Fireplace.
Huh?
There's an insect emitting a strange light. I don't know what these gold beetles do. Still have no idea. Alright, Stroll is not here.
Pleasure to see you.
What the heck? Why do you eat bugs? I would say it's simply because they're delicious, but I've met few outsiders who would agree. They're easy to harvest and they're quite rich in nutrients. Good talk, good talk. I need to go this way, that's why. Stroll's like in the bedroom, or I thought he was. Nah, let's just rest. Stroll's probably out doing who knows
Good
what.
night.
July 4th?
Time marches on, and the
This was
age
July
of the
3rd, I
new
think?
king draws nearer.
It's Medals Day. I don't know what that means, but tomorrow's Idols Day. Which means discounted shops.
I dreamed we were being chased around by a horde of giant sandworms. I barely got any rest at all. I hope Heismay behaved himself in the Gauntlet Runner. We should go check on him later. We also need to get some information out of Barden. But how do we even bring it up?
Are you awake?
Barden just sent word. A few children disappeared in the night.
Wait, but Heismay's in the Gauntlet Runner, right? If he's still bound there, That basically proves he's innocent. But if he's not... We need to get to the runner, quick! Where's Stroll?
Was Neras drunk?
Speak, man. Are you alright? Where's Heisme? What happened here? Oh, he reeks of alcohol. Neurus, you old sot, don't tell me you drank yourself to sleep.
Heisme was blathering on about some things I found rather unnerving. So I had a little sup of the spirits to calm the nerves.
Wow. What a mess.
You witless... Maybe some cold water will wake you up, and if that water's not fixed yet, you're really in it! Ah!
Oh, hey.
Now, what's all the commotion?
Ah, that was it! He kept scaring me, so I stuffed him into the lavatory to shut him up.
Where is Stroll? Also, we could say the same thing about you, Neras. You're lucky we haven't stuffed you into some kind of lavatory.
He says that like it makes sense. Does it make sense to you?
He doesn't drink and drive, does he?
It's not exactly what I expected the dialogue option to be, but so out of pocket, I love it.
If you dare touch a single drop on the road, I'll toss you off the runner's back myself!
Anyway, one thing's for sure. Heisme was tied up the whole time, so he never set foot outside, right?
What's all this about frightening Neurus? I cannot imagine you suddenly felt compelled to share ghost stories.
I heard some strange sounds last night. I could tell they were footsteps, but not any I recognized. If it had anything to do with the disappearance of the residents, it could prove my innocence. That's why I spoke up.
I don't think he's lying. With all that fog, I couldn't find the source of the footsteps, but I found plenty of something else. Children's shoes. It was after midnight. No time for children to be out and about. I had the shoes checked at the guard station, and it looks like they belong to the missing children.
Then 'tis likely those footsteps belong to your true culprit.
But the guard said no one left town last night.
Nobody left? But that must mean the culprit is...
A ghost. Spooky.
A ghost.
Hey, we already said this wasn't about scary stories.
Just trying to be funny, Gallica. Pardon me for trying to inject some humor.
The real culprit was inside the city all along, and not some outsider. A common misdirect.
If that's the case, I'd like to talk to Barden, but how much of this should we share with him?
If you ask me, it's time to lay out all you know. Taking me with you might help your case too.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. To bring you before the very man responsible for the bounty on your head. I trust I need not illustrate the risk.
Risk or not, the real culprit's likely one of their own. If you hide me, they'll accuse you of harboring a known criminal. You all had it right. It's time I faced reality. A life on the run leaves no room for me to truly mourn my son.
Heisme.
Whatever the case, let's meet with Barden.